Okay guys, this is where we're at. We got 2 lifts inside. I'll take that. We took our bridge out, our land bridge that we were using to get in and out. Clean the footer. We're gonna snap another line here. Just to get our line back. Clean the footer good. And then we're just gonna run blocks right through. Only reason we did that is to get more material in there before we get the walls in the way, basically, because we could drive right in. Once we get our walls up, they're gonna be 2.5 courses high. We're gonna have to bale stuff over the edge. So right now, that was the move right there. We put quite a bit of stuff in here, and the dirt guy Dwayne keeps bringing it. So that sandy gravel. Kevin kicked butt. Kevin the Kubota. Okay guys, we got spray foaming the bottom of the wall. Like setting it every 2 feet. Hold your can straight up and down.
I was trying to blow the dirt away.
Sure you were.
That's what I was doing.
That's a good one, though. I'm gonna call it bull crap, but that's a good one. So what we do is we spray on the seam, and we hit one in the middle, basically. Seam, middle. So that's every 2 feet. You can probably get away with every 3 feet, but it's an extra can of foam, you know. We're gonna have to plywood plate this. It's a common seam. So that's why we got a zigzag on there. This wall is kind of an odd length, so that's one thing we gotta do. Obviously our verticals are wet side in the footer. We bend it around the corners here. And that's that. That's how we do it. It's gonna be dirt on both sides of this wall, so the rebar, whether you put it on the inside or the outside, we usually alternate because you got pressure on both sides of this wall. Generally you want the rebar on the tension side, so if this was a crawl space or a basement, we would put the rebar on that side because it would be on the tension side as you push this way. If that makes sense. So we're rock and rolling. Our next course is a cut course. So we're gonna take a table saw and just rip the block right in half, because this has got to be halfway up, and we need a little lip out of it for the floor too. So that's that. Dustin's getting rebar to put in the wall. Just be careful with that wall because we just sprayed it. It's still a little soft. Generally you want to get the wall sprayed a little, get it sprayed and get it dried before you do too much, because you can move it. This has been sprayed for a little bit, but it still can move it a little bit. The back wall, on the other hand, has been about an hour, and that thing's rock solid. You can't move that if you tried, unless you broke the foam. This one here, this bad boy is rock solid. You ain't moving it. You can't even kick it over. It's rock solid. And on the first course, we clip every seam on the first course. So these are HV clips. Got one on the bottom, or 2 on the bottom, 2 on the top. That keeps everything tight. So every seam we do, seam, seam, seam. That's how we do the first course. I hit that rebar with my skid steer when I was backfilling. See? Spray foam the bottom. We got T-corners here. We actually like to use Nudura T-straps on these corners. These knife corners, they just stick through. They got a hook on. There's a hook right there that hooks your rebar, and it holds them together pretty good. You can use plywood. You can put a piece of plywood this way with a 2x6 going this way, which we're gonna do on a couple of these because we don't have enough knives. Another common seam right there. We got it marked. It's going along pretty good. This one's the one Mike just finished spraying. Yeah, right over there on the ground. There's one more can. One more can. We should have enough. Just gotta just do those few right in there. The rest is done. I think everything's done except that last little bit, Mike. Okay guys, we're gonna make our top cut. We have to have a dado in it for the floor, so set your table saw to 5 1/4 off the fence to the center of the blade. We're gonna make 2 cuts, and then we're gonna flip the block over and cut it in half. That's what we're gonna do. Half cut. Half cut is 8 1/2. Yeah, 8 1/2 is the half cut. Okay. 5 1/4, then 8 1/2. The nub is 17, so we're going to go 8 1/2 on that. Set your block to 8 1/2 to the center of the blade. Alright guys, we're just wrapping things up here. Day 3 on our Fox block project. I'm on the inside of it. Everything's really good. The homeowner's putting his conduits in because he's got a bunch of things he wants to do for electricals and stuff, and he's got a sewer line in there, and he's got everything located for that, so that's good. And we spray foamed all our little gaps and stuff. We plywood plated any areas that we were concerned about. We put some blocking in our corners and stuff to tie it all together. Right here we did T-strap the bottom, and then we just put plywood in a 2x6. That just stiffened it right up, and then out here plywood. We stuck a piece of foam in here and just left a tail on that so that the concrete holds it. We're gonna make some rebar that stick up about that far, and then when we're done tamping, we're gonna bend them down into the pad. We're gonna try that. We've never done that before, but we're always trying to butter ourselves here. And actually the homeowner said he thought that would be a good idea, and I kind of agree because it's all heated, so it's not gonna move. I wouldn't do it out here. We're not gonna do it on the slab out here because this is exterior, these porches, so I do not want to tie into the wall with our freeze thaw cycles that we get. So we're just gonna do it in here because this is all heated and this is all insulated, and we're gonna be inside space here. So, and you seen we did an extra lift in here just because we had the walls open, so that's gonna save us when we go to fill this in, because this gets filled in right to there, guys, and we pour about a 4 1/2 to 5 inch slab on top. So that's that. We're about ready to call it a day. We worked 3 long days and we kicked its butt. I think we are good. We just gotta brace it tomorrow. And what time is it?
Beer 30.
Beer 30.
Actually, fishing time.
You going fishing again?
Oh, yeah.
There's a heck of a river out here. The boys been fishing during lunch and after work. They're casting out in there. Here comes mud today. It is Thursday, guys. We got it all ready, believe it or not. And somehow we got concrete coming. Somehow we got concrete. I didn't think we were gonna get it today, but we did. Travis is rolling in here with the conveyor truck. We're gonna fill up these walls. We got everything braced. Not bad for starting Monday. And we're gonna be pouring walls right now. That is absolutely awesome, if I don't say so myself. Circle T, man, taking care of us, I can tell you that. Getting us going when we need to keep moving. We always need to keep moving, and they can keep up with us. They're the only concrete company that can keep up with us. Not sure how far any wants to go with that, but we gotta work around some of these uprights. So that's gonna be the challenge today. But we can maybe pull them in over there too once we get some weight off of them. We'll see how far he can reach. What do you got to say? He's ready to roll. Yeah, guys, Thursday. Started our Monday. Started with nothing Monday. We got our footer in. We got our perimeter drain built. Walls are up. Everything's ready to roll. We did leave some rebars. We tied some rebars going up that we're going to bend into the floor. That's something we're doing a little different on this one. We're going to bend them right into the floor after. We're going to pour the wall right up to here today. Then we'll bend these down after we fill it in and tamp it so they're not in our way. We'll bend them down and the floor it'll tie the floor in together. But like I said before, we don't want to do it here because this is exterior concrete. So these ones were sticking up high. We just bent them into the wall. And this wall gets poured to here, and we poured a concrete porch pad over it. And that pad is going to be stamped concrete, so that's that. All our corners are super strong. We shouldn't have any issues. We did not have enough bracing, so we used some 2x4s and we had more uprights than turnbuckles because somebody took some of my turnbuckles and now we don't have them, so we had to improvise on that. The boys are ready to rip. We're gonna get her done today. Stay tuned. All right, guys, it's gonna be definitely a pain with these uprights sticking up, but we'll get her. We're gonna start back in this corner and we're gonna try to fill this wall and run down through here, and obviously the porch is on the other side, but I don't think he can reach out much further than that, and he's not gonna be able to get much closer to there, maybe a little bit, but we will get her, I promise you. We might have to use a skid steer for the back porch, but we'll get her figured out, or we'll have to pull them in where them trucks are. But we will get her, I promise you that. And we can pull them in over here too and get some of it. But Travis is mixing up. This is a 3,500 pound concrete. It's got little tiny stones in it instead of the bigger stones. It's got some extra super plasticizer in it, like a water reducer, which makes it slippery and makes it flow better. So if we start pouring here, it's liable to flow right around the corner here. And it flows really good inside the wall. And we're gonna vibrate the wall. Chris has a Makita rechargeable vibrator, so we're gonna hit them. And we'll get this thing poured out today, get her done. And then tomorrow we're gonna start stripping it off. And the dirt guy, Dwayne, is bringing all the material in because everything's gotta get filled in a bunch around here. This is all low. So he's brought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 loads right there. There's about 5 loads of gravelly, sandy stuff over there that we're gonna use on the inside. We got some stone over here, and we got some item 4 gravel over there. So got a bunch of stuff in here. And we've already put almost 20 inches inside of here. So I'm gonna kind of put you guys on a tripod a little bit here to start, and we'll move it around for you so you can kind of see what's going on. I figured. That backfill, that was the longest stretch besides over here we gotta get still this piece. We can get that. Our balance truck's already here, so good shape. That look good now, that wall? Yeah. Okay. Travis gonna pull ahead. We're going to start working this way and do this porch right here. So I'll probably jump right inside that porch. Work right in the porch today. Alright guys, that's 10 yards in the wall. Travis is cleaning his truck out. We got our balance truck. It's gonna pull up beside Travis, and looks like it's Kenny, I think. He's gonna dump onto Travis, and we're gonna finish her up. We just gotta get from here, right there, all the way over to where Dustin is, way out in the far corner. So we should have enough mud. We got 5.5 yards on this truck here, so cross your fingers, we should be good. It's looking good, everything's going good. No issues so far, no blowouts. Dustin's back cleaning up behind us. We're troweling off the inside here as we go. Just kind of making sure everything's smooth. Like that, around these rebar. And these are just gonna get bent into the floor, like I said earlier. That's the way we do it, Getting a little dirty is all. I got a little bit of concrete on me, just a little bit. Once the slump starts to tighten up because the concrete's drying, it literally shakes the whole trimming hose as you're trying to hold onto it. It's shaking, just about rips it right out of your hand. It's not fun. So we did just put a splash of water in about the last 1.5 yards because it was coming out of his truck in chunks and it was just shaking. So it's pretty warm out today. It's in the high 80s, low 90s. It's pretty warm, but everything's going good. This will be nice because it's Thursday. We'll strip this tomorrow on Friday. We'll let the wall sit over the weekend. We'll come back Monday and we can backfill. So rock and roll, baby. Okay guys, that's a wrap. Trucks are cleaning up. We're scraping off our footer. And just checked the walls, made sure everything's straight. Everything looks good there. We had to adjust one turnbuckle a little bit. But everything went really good, so really happy. Gave the drivers a tip, which I always do if they do a good job, which they always do a good job. So they always get a tip. And that's that. Pretty happy with how things went this week. Only Thursday and we got this whole thing done, this whole wall poured. So that'll be good. We're gonna clean up and get out of here. It's hot today. So we had a good day. Had a good week so far, like I said. Okay guys, it's Monday morning. Dwayne's over here with his big excavator with the big ditching bucket on it. And we are gonna start filling this in today. And Friday we put some foam around it. We haven't done with that, but this is the foam detail. Basically you got marified paper over the stone. There's 4 feet of foam in the corners and then 2 feet around the perimeter. We still have to do this section. We still got to do this back section. They did one lift inside this porch that needs to be tamped yet. We have Thumper, the big tamper, over here today. Got a bunch of dirt to move around. Here's our foam detail in the corners. We're using a full sheet in the corners. And then it goes back to 2 feet, which you can't really see because it's buried, but that's how we do it. That's all frost protected. Dwayne's laying in the dirt like that. We're gonna try to put the dingo in there, the whacker. XM120 is going inside today to move stuff around. What we do is we do about an 8 to 10 inch lift and then we tamp it. So this is 2 lifts right here. What you see right here is 2 lifts. We did 1 lift that got us even with the footer. If you watch the video, if I put it in the video, we did another lift before we build our walls. Dwayne is, like I said, he's just laying in some dirt around the edge. We're gonna actually level that off with the dingo and tamp it. That's how we do it. This is all good. The front's all good with the foam detail. Looks like somebody hit my foam here. Oh, must be they ripped it when they took the form off the other day. Must have spray foam that and rasp it off. That's the situation. Gonna be good today. Got a lot of dirt to put in here today. We are gonna try to put the whacker inside. So there's these pick points right here. It tells the weight 16 or 3589 pounds. I put these on there. We're gonna hook it to a chain. I put a strap on the front for heavy duty strap here. We're gonna try to lift it up. Oh, my poor whacker. That's good though. That's working. Don't drop it, Dwayne. I'll cry. It ain't even paid for. I paid for a lot of it, but oh, that's slick right there. That's gonna be nice.
Yeah, as long as he's still here to get it out.
Oh, he will be. We will get it out for sure. Oh, that'll be nice. I gotta get in there and unhook it. That's cool. We got her. We got her. We got her. I just gotta unhook it. Alright, so this is the game plan. Dwayne bails it in. I'll be on the whacker. Leveling it out. We'll have to move this material over to there. That's how we're gonna do it. We'll have to move material back in here because he ain't gonna reach. But then the boys are gonna tamp it. The boys ain't quite here yet. They should be getting here any minute. Alright guys, we got 1 lift in there. That worked pretty good. Wayne slinging material in, me running the whacker. Chris is tamping right now. We're gonna tamp it off in lifts like we talked about. The boys are raking off the porch. I'm gonna be on the skidster here shortly, leveling this out. That's how we're doing it. Slowly work our way up from outside to inside. There's our foam detail, guys, before I bury it. Verify over the stone. 4-foot pieces in the corner, 2-foot pieces down the stretch. And I'm gonna bury it with this sandy clay right now. Chris is still tamping the inside on our first lift since we built our walls. Alright guys, it's 12 o'clock. Making some good progress here. Spreading things out, tamping them out. We're going to put some finer gravel in the top of here. Some item 4 type stuff. Get it right up to there, that's where that level's going to be. Coming along pretty good. We'll have it all filled in here. Wayne's going to get another load of material. Looking good. Picking up the whacker, getting it out. Oh yeah, that's slicker than deer guts on a doorknob right there. Sweet. Go grab that chain, will you, boys? That's how we do it. Everything's graded off. Mike's gonna finish tamping. This isn't perfect right here because we have to, the homeowner's got to put his plumbing in, so he's gonna dig a lot of this up, do a bunch of digging, get his septic in, and that's why we didn't try to make it perfect. There's no sense, but we got it close. The grade around the outside is pretty decent for a rough grade for him. I did dig him a ditch over here for his exit. He's putting another drain in for his eaves, so I just swaled him out a ditch there so he can do that. So next move is going to be probably parging this, but we got to move on. I'm going to knock that pile of dirt down and be good to go here. Oh, beer 30. Actually, it's still early, but we knocked this out of the park today. I'll just give it a nice little grade here. They go on the front of my truck. Yep. That's that.